There's another new BYD EV in town, and this one is supposedly designed for the cool and hip younger crowd. So much so that their official mascot for this car is a capybara. Don't ask me why, I don't understand that either, but what I do understand are the 5 things that you should know about this car. The BYD Atto 2 is a B-segment SUV, and size-wise, you're looking at something around the size of a Proton X50, but a little bit taller, especially around the back because of its taller silhouette. Now, compared to its siblings, this here is basically right in between the BYD Dolphin and the Atto 3. Now, even though this car shares the same Atto in its name, I really don't think this here looks anything like the Atto 3. Now, the only family resemblance I can really find is maybe this little piece of trim in the middle of the 2 LED headlights and maybe that floating element on the C-pillar. But otherwise, the Atto 2 really is its own car with a lot more quirky touches like the body-coloured accents on the side sills as well as the very unique 3D infinity ring tail lights. The wheels are 17 inches in size, and you can get this car in 3 colours including Harbour Grey, Ski White and my favourite, this Breeze Green colour. BYD Atto 2 will be offered in one single variant here in Malaysia, and it gets a single motor setup making 177 horsepower and 290 Nm torque, all of it sent to the front wheels. Now, in terms of performance, that is 0 to 100 done in 7.9 seconds, and according to the Australian spec sheet at least, this car has a top speed of 160 km/h. Now, power comes from a 51.1 kWh battery pack, which on paper gives this car a 410 km of range according to the slightly more optimistic NEDC test cycle. Now, in real-world usage, I would expect something along the lines of 300 to say 330 km of range in a single charge. Now, speaking of that, this car supports AC charging of up to 7 kW or DC charging and up to 82 kW, which means you can charge from 30 to 80% in around 30 minutes. Now, this car also supports V2L charging capabilities at up to 3.3 kW, so you can power your other electrical appliances, say when you're going camping. Compared to the Atto 3, the interior here is really a lot more minimalistic and a lot more simple, which to me is a very good thing because the Atto 3 just looks a little bit too weird. I especially like this triangular bit here on the door panel, which also doubles as a grab handle on the other doors, which really gives this a more livelier vibe in the otherwise plain cabin. Now, in terms of interior equipment, you'll find the signature BYD rotating infotainment display measuring 12.8 inches over here and now supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. That is paired to a 8.8-inch digital instrument cluster over here, wireless charging pad, leatherette upholstery, a automatic climate control with rear aircon vents, and more importantly, for a car this price, ventilated front seats. Now, interestingly, our Malaysian Atto 2 is actually unique compared to all other BYD Atto 2s in the world because instead of a normal gear shift lever here on the center console, our car actually comes with a steering column mounted gear shift lever right here. Now, that should free up more space for your cup holders here in the center console, as well as a pretty big cargo box behind it. Now, in terms of boot space, BYD says this space over here is rated for 400 litres, which you can expand up to 1,320 litres by folding down the 60/40 split folding rear seats. Now, like most other BYD cars here in Malaysia, the Atto 2 here also comes with a in-car karaoke function that you can make use of using wireless Bluetooth mics that you can buy from your dealership. What, you're expecting me to sing? No, you have to pay for that. Now, since imported EVs cannot be priced under 100,000 ringgit, here in Malaysia, at least for now, well, as you might have already guessed, this car here comes with a sticker price of 100,000 ringgit. But what if you want to sell your car for even cheaper than that? Well, BYD has a pretty unique offering here, giving the first 800 customers 6 months of free installment, not free interest, free installment. So for a car this price, you're saving anywhere from 5,000–6,000 ringgit or even more. Now, the first 800 customers can also pick between a free home wallbox charger if you live in a landed property, or if you live in a high-rise apartment, a special subscription package that offers 4 times of free door-to-door charging and 2 car washes per month for a year, as well as 2 times of EV rescue for the entire year. Now, for more information on the BYD Atto 2, do log on to AutoBuzz.my.